Okay, wife's challenge, take two here. This setup has some drawbacks that I didn't like, and I'll show you why. I was making this part here to go along with these pieces, and then I also made a couple of new thumb wheels for it. But as I was doing that, I was using my fence as a stop to cut these dados to hold these two ears, and that's when I discovered this problem. So here's what happens. As you slide this over, this is too high in the miter slot, and I'll show you what the other part of the, gotta loosen this up first. As you slide it over, there are points where this saddle is going to interfere with the miter slot, and that's no good in my book. So, and then also if you had the fence, you know, if you were, say, about a half an inch from the blade, you'll also get interference with this piece right here as well. So I gave it some thought and came up with another idea, and it works out slick so that it will work with any fence, Biesemeyer style, any fence that's got, I guess, a locking cam, I'll put it that way, with a flapper, you know, set up like the one I'm going to show you, or like I have. So this is the quick changeover I can do with this now. I'm going to take this off here and then mount it on the other setup just this quickly. And I really like this new one here. So I'm just going to reverse this. And yes, it goes on the other side of the fence, but it can be used on this side as well. But like I said, you'll have that interference problem. But if you're using it past the miter slots and you want full use of your full range of your fence, out to 52 inches or better, then you would have to put it on this side and use it that way, which is no problem. So I'm going to take this off, get this out of the way. We're no longer going to use that, and this is headed to the scrap pile. Okay, so now let me move the camera over as I go over here, and you'll see, hopefully, what I've done here is made a new bracket, and it mounts to the ear of the fence. It's reversible as well, could be used on either side, but I'm using it on this side. And here's how easy this thing hooks up. This can just go in here, pivot up, push it tight here, make sure this is locked so that it's straight. And then just give this a quarter turn to hold that. And that's it. You're good to go. And now this is all out of the way. No more interference problems on the left side. And you've got full ability to micro adjust your fence in either direction again. And it's just like it's got a more natural feel to it too, because you're able to kind of grip this, like, you know, like a pistol grip, I guess, and move the fence back and forth. Now you can see maybe better if I just do it this way, how easy it moves that fence. And the beauty is, this just can stay together. This bracket can stay on your fence. Loosen it up, and now it's out of the way, and you're back to using your fence in a normal manner. And then, you know, like I say, it's easy just to slip it back on. just by pivoting it around that bracket. It works beautifully, and I'm so pleased with it. Now I'm back to work. That's how quickly I can change it out. So I don't know why I didn't think of this the first time, but it's fantastic. And you might think that this is a little flimsy, but it's not. It's good and stiff. And let me just show you another another view of that bracket here. So nothing more than using my transfer punch to mark these two holes, 1/4 and 3/8. And then I used some line chalk on the end of this bolt to give me a spot to make this groove. Let me get this out of the way again. I can show you a short clip of that. So I'm going to try this with a piece of 1/4 inch ply first. I'm going to make a bracket that my threaded rod is going to mount to. I'll make a U-channel down here going in the direction toward the floor. But since my transfer punch will not reach because of the interference with the T-square here, I just put some line chalk on the end of that threaded rod, and I'm just going to see if I can make a mark with it here. There we go. So that will be my center line. I'll try and get center off of that, make a 3/8 inch groove above and below that a little bit, then cut it to shape and see how it works. To make that groove, and that's it. I mean, no reason to take that off. That can just stay right there. The one thing you may want to do, and I am going to do myself, is get bolts that are 1/4 inch longer and put some washers on here to get a better bite on it, I guess. I'll put it that way, so it distributes that load across the plywood better. But there it is. Micro adjuster that'll work with any Biesemeyer style fence, or any fence for that matter that's got a couple of bolts here that you can mount this to in a 3x2 guide rail. So you've all seen how I made my saddles. That's easy enough. You know, this is, and you've seen in my previous videos how I made these micro adjusters and all that. I don't need to go through that again. And then the extended version of this side of the saddle. And once again, if you want to take this off and use it on top of your extrusion as a micro adjuster there, you have that capability as well. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned, because I'm going to give this one away and one of my other sets away, because I just don't need them. I don't need 3 sets, but I am considering making another one of these for myself as well. So again, thanks for watching.